what's up? My name is Tahnee Harrison. I'm here with ComiConverge at WonderCon in Anaheim, California, dressed as the one and only Captain Marvel. And with Avengers Endgame fastly approaching on April 25th, I want to talk to the biggest Avengers fans out there. I'm going to find them and find out what they think is going to happen in this hugely anticipated film. Let's go. What are your predictions?
So that's a tough one because obviously I think the Avengers are going to come back and win. I think that all the people that disappeared will come back in some way or fashion.
All of them? You think all of them are going to come back?
I think most of them will, yeah.
Okay.
There's some question as to whether Steve Rogers and Tony Stark are going to survive.
Right.
I suspect that we will lose one of them in a semi-permanent way.
Who do you think is going to live or die in Avengers Endgame?
I don't know. I'm probably going to go with everyone's going to resurrect.
Everyone's going to live. Everyone's going to live to the end of the movie?
I would say so. Happy endings for everybody.
I think Captain America's going to die. I think at the very end where Captain is going to do a sacrifice, and hopefully there's a scene where he meets for his date in the first Avengers, in the original Avenger movie.
So you're hoping that he reunites with Peggy Carter?
Yes, absolutely. That is kind of what I kind of want to happen, you know? It'd be nice so he can make his date finally, you know? Yeah. And I'm a big Captain America fan, so it'll be sad to see Chris Evans go, you know, but I think that's what's going to happen.
You know, it's very nice because they say Dr. Octopus is a villain, but really he's a softie when you peel back the layers and the legs. You know, we saw the debut of Captain Marvel on screen, and she wiped the floor with a lot of people in that movie. Do you think she's going to have any, like, really sweet, super heroic moments where we're, like, seeing her amongst the Avengers, kicking butt, taking down Thanos, anything like that?
Definitely. I feel like Captain Marvel is just like the game changer. She's going to definitely turn the tides easily, and we saw how powerful she is, so I feel like she'll definitely, yeah, like swoop in and save the day.
What you have to remember is that Strange had already used the Time Stone to go forward and view more than 14 million possible future outcomes. So I've heard a lot of speculation, I've read a lot of speculation online talking about, you know, well, if they'd only stopped Star-Lord from, you know, attacking Thanos, he's already seen all of those possible runs.
That's a good point.
You know, the very last thing he says to Stark is, we're in the Endgame now. So Strange has it handled, I think.
He's the all-knowing, omniscient.
Yeah, and I think you'll see once things play out in Avengers Endgame, which is named after one of his final lines from Infinity War. I think you'll see that they had it pretty well figured out.
You know, I think the general internet consensus is that he's going to die.
Really?
I think so. That's what the internet seems to think.
Okay.
But
this is like a memorial, like
you know, maybe. Yeah, probably. It's
remembering him fondly.
Exactly. Yeah. I think the general opinion that he's going to die, but I'm actually going to take the unpopular opinion to say that he's going to live.
Really? Okay.
Now the circumstances of the living, I don't know. I think the most popular theory is that somehow he's going to get transported back in time into the 40s.
I have actually heard this before, and I think this is a really good theory.
Yeah, I think it's like less weird than some of the other theories I've heard.
Yeah.
Like, say, the Mind Stone being sentient and being the real villain. Like, that's a weirder one.
That's pretty odd.
So I think he'll live. I don't know the circumstances.
We know Steve's gonna bite it, right? We all kind of agree. We don't like it, but we know it's coming. We're prepared for that.
We're expecting it, yeah.
I am rooting for Tony to make it and then retire with Pepper, and they go off into the sunset.
Okay.
And then, I don't know. I mean, look, obviously, Ant-Man is going to be a significant role. We're going to go through the quantum realm. We've seen the quantum suits. I'm excited.
Right.
We're not going to get that ridiculous online fan theory, despite what everybody says about Ant-Man and Thanos. I think Carol Danvers is going to play a significant role in this, and I'm happy for that. I think that's going to transition us into the next phase of MCU.
Yes.
So I'm very excited to see her kind of lead the charge. But I kind of feel like Captain Marvel and Thor are so OP, and Thor almost had it done. Between the two of them and maybe Hulk or Professor Hulk popping out, it's like rest of the Avengers, hold my beer, we got this. So I don't know, we'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I feel like they're going to go at it from multiple directions. Something has got to distract Thanos while something else defeats him. And that's kind of what I think we're going to see.
Thor, we saw Loki die. Dark World, we saw Loki die. Infinity War. We saw Loki die again. I mean, how many times do you need to see it happen before you realize it's not permanent?
Loki can't come back.
Loki cannot come back.
Like,
okay.
I mean, you can. Nobody in comics ever stays dead unless you're Jean Grey. But Loki should not come back. Heimdall should not come back. The only reasonable way that you bring Gamora back is that she's trapped in the Soul Stone. That's how he got it. And so by either exchanging or breaking the Soul Stone, she's freed. I didn't want her to die, but now that she has, I don't love anyone that wasn't snapped to death coming back, like Vision.
I agree with you.
But he's a robot, he can be rebuilt, I get it. You know, sure, he might have had enough of his like consciousness before that, all that stuff went down. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, there you have it. That's a wrap. Thanks for joining us at WonderCon with ComiConverge. I'm Tahnee Harrison. I will catch you guys later.